Here we are, back again. Our streaming tool is bugging a bit today, unfortunately. So the countdown stopped and stuff. I'm trying to fix the overlay right now. Yeah, it's a bit buggy today, but it should be fixed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe. Oh, damn. Just had an error message. Well, okay, the overlay is wrong right now. Our second game, of course, now is coming up 1-0 versus ReminD. And we have a Demon Hunter first, old school, by ReminD. Most night elves nowadays go for Keeper Mass Air Expo. But ReminD here instead, going for the trusted old Demon Hunter. An old school matchup. DK versus DH, the way it was played always in the past. Tells the TP with a DK, interesting. And going for backpack. Ah, okay. This is something that Happy also has done in the past. Go DK harassing, and then the ghouls can start creeping solo and pick up the items with backpack. I'm trying to fix the overlay, guys. Until then, I'm gonna just turn it off. Pretty annoying here for ReminD, having to deal with a DK harass. Getting a bit more experience here and there from the Skellies. No experience so far for 1-0, but that's gonna change. Ghouls moving out, 7 of them. I think the Wisp saw them even. But with this many ghouls, this camp should be easy to take. And it's going to be DK getting very close to level 2 indeed. While ReminD also keeps creeping. Very careful at the moment. Only went for green camp so far. But might be able to go for the Merc camp with the Ancient of War. There's probably something that 1-0 wants to look for. Insane items on the Demon Hunter.
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, seems like our overlay might be bugged today. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. But it is what it is. We can still enjoy the games. Surround the Demon Hunter, by the way. Oh, he opens it up! Oh! Oh my god, huge mistake by 1-0. This could have been a TP force, but he missed micros, trying to send the ghoul away, opens up the surround, and sacrifices the ghoul after. Oh my god. I would be so mad if I was him. Level 3 for the Demon Hunter as well. From the ghoul! Ugh. But he killed the Ancient of War. That's a big deal.
Are under attack.
Naga second for 1-2-0. He's got the boots for her. But the Demon Hunter's 3. The Demon Hunter's got the boots himself. And when you burn the Naga 3 times, suddenly she doesn't have mana anymore and she's half dead. I think that's looking horrible for 1-0. And the Naga's dead. And I could have told you this. Naga against Demon Hunter 3 is no good. Ooh, she actually survives. Okay. The Demon Hunter is too strong to fight against right now. Getting Naga surrounded, of course, would lead to a kill. Oh, and he closes it. Indeed. Gonna cost 1 ghoul. At least. Maybe even second. Yeah, should be a second. Oh, did he deny her? I don't think he did. But honestly, 2 ghouls for a Naga. I think that's an okay-ish trade. Kind of. For ReminD. Unfortunately, though, he doesn't have the ability to creep now with a second hero. Tier 3 is coming. one lower into tier 3. So it's going to be a fast tier 3 indeed. 120 also on the way to tier 3.
Players' forces are under attack.
Nice steal here from the demon. Telestaff, only the item. He's going to sell that one. Goes for one of mana steal, of course. And the DK is still only level 2. It's quite annoying. Having the level 3 delayed by so much. The level 3 Demon Hunter is the king of the schoolyard right now. He is the bully. And what is there has to wait until tier 3 until he can finally properly contest again. I'm really not a big fan of the Naga in the mid game, like we saw there, when she gets chased by the level 3 Demon Hunter. Not much she can do. But in the late game, having a Naga second and then a Lich third is still very good for the Undead. For the triple hero, for, you know, the mass high level. If 1-0 gets to 4-3-3, for example, there's always a big power spike for the Undead. Thank you, I am yours. Oh my god, the legend. With the resub. Thank you, thank you. He says, the best overlay ever. You picked a bad day to resubscribe. Our overlay is bugging a little bit. Yeah, we are very minimalistic today. Alright, the game has slowed down here. Both players just creeping up, waiting for their tier 3 upgrades when they finally feel confident again. Here we have the Destroyers coming, the Lich, and the Frenzy upgrade. All those juicy upgrades that Undead likes on tier 3. Also found the Hilarious Flute, which is very good. Demon also very, very nicely. Leveled very nicely. Almost level 4 already. That makes him nice and tanky. Would love to have Naga level 3 as well. Now we can see the problem of having lost the Naga earlier. She wasn't creeping for a long time, so her level 3 is really late. 1-0 is much closer to it.
Players' forces are under attack.
Cloak of Flames, very unfortunate item. That is probably not going to have any use. Unless he wants to tank a bit with the DK. Wait. Ah, it's still on the ground. I was thinking, where's the cloak? Still on the ground. Needs to pick it up. But yeah, against Dryads and Bears, normally cloak not that good. For Rema in the meantime, we had the Claws plus 12. Not bad, I would say. Bonus damage on the Naga and Demon Hunter, I think pretty good. And we're just creeping up the map. Last Refuge has lots of creeps, lots of opportunities to level, which normally favors Undead in the late game, because of course they have triple hero. And Night Elf only has dual hero. But if Demon Hunter or Naga or both for the Night Elf get to level 5, that is also very strong. Easy snipe on the Archer. But they are supposed to be replaced anyways. DH doesn't have any bonus HP, so a nuke could still hurt him quite a bit. 2 Destroyers in the air, another statue comes in. Both players at 50. 50. And it seemed like 1-0 was suggesting a fight, was inviting him to dance. But ReminD declines the invitation. Doesn't want to fight yet, apparently. Oh, he's trying to go for hippos on one base. Oh, that's very hard to make work. If the Undead is on point with web, which I think he doesn't have yet, actually. Yeah, but if there's web and good micro, hippos on one base, in my opinion, don't work. But we'll see if ReminD can make it work, maybe. TP forced, the Naga was in trouble, the Boro comes through, the Fiend is safe, and it's looking good for 1-2-0, isn't it? He took out 2 bears and a Dryad, and the hippos so far not a big threat. 1-2-0 has more time to also research web. It's coming right now, and it's a fast upgrade. The Frost Armor also proving to be really good. Hard to get the perfect abolishes there in time. And the Replenishment Potion, look at that, the DK all of a sudden has good mana again, almost 2 coils. Demon Hunter needs to get in the burns, but he's having a tough time connecting. Now he will be able to. Next bear in trouble, that one goes down. And it's level 4 on the Death Knight, but 1 destroyer also gonna fall. The hippos finally do their duty, along with the Demon Hunter Orb. Where's the web? Didn't he start it? Did he cancel it? Ah no, there it is. Now it's finished. And with the webs, those hippos might be easy to kill. Demon Hunter instantly dispelled on the Rejuve. But TP up by 1-0. He doesn't like the look of things here. His Naga was in trouble as well. Oh, perfect unborrowed timing. Little trivia question for you, chat. When you use the TP, like you saw right there, with enough experience, players have the exact feeling of when the TP is actually going to come. You know, between when you trigger it and when the TP is going to activate. So, question for you is, how long does it take from the clicking of the TP to the actual teleportation? How long is that window? One of mana stealing, very bad item. Thanks to Dryads, that shouldn't really be too helpful. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 3 seconds, 69 seconds. Yeah, it's 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Some of you knew. Some of you knew. Nope, it's not 3 seconds, it's 5. It can feel a lot less sometimes, but it is actually 5 seconds, believe it or not. Thank you, Lesher, for the 13-month resub. He knew it. He said 5 seconds. The Demon Hunter is very strong, though. He's about to get level 5. Naga. She's supposed to be level 4 by now. Closing in maybe on 5 herself. Level 3 Fog Lightning, pretty good. But look at 1-0. He's got the level 4 Naga now. This level 2 Cold Arrow, which is also really good against the Demon Hunter. Lich level 3. DK level 4. I certainly favor 1-0's position. However, if this expansion finishes, which seems like it will, might be a different story. 50 supply versus 60 supply. Demon Hunter feels the burn. Even got an A-bomb now for 1-0. He is not going for Disease Cloud. Doesn't quite have that much lumber. But this expansion is not getting scouted. And this might be the way to victory. ReminD has to fight with the help of his Moonwells. There's no way he can win a fight out in the open. 1-0's army looks basically perfect. 2 destroyers, 2 statues, 1 A-bomb, and a couple of fiends. Ooh, the one of the wind. Oh my god. That could have been really scary for the Demon Hunter right there. Things are scary now for the Naga, but the staffs are ready when they need to be. So the heroes are safe, but the Ancient of Wonders goes down. Ancient of Wind, I mean. But like I said earlier, I think 1 base hippos doesn't really work. Because normally there's always enough fiends for web against all the hippos. Hippos! Also, Nova plus Fog Lightning can be really strong against approaching hippos. And there we go! Web, Nova, Fog Lightning. And kiting back against the hippogriffs. A couple of them taken out already, and now the next one's gonna fall as well. The A-bomb, of course, sacrificed in the front line, but this A-bomb bought tons of time for the hippos to be taken care of. And now it's time to go towards the bears. Or the Demon Hunter, for that matter. He is level 5. But he's not that super tanky. Oh, with the DK at the same time, suddenly he's being attacked. He's proving to be a frail part of the army. 1-0 needs to be careful about his first hero. detection. Gets rid of 1 fiend, 2 fiends. So ReminD finds some good kills as well, but still better trade so far for the undead. But more Fog Lightning as well being used. And the DK is still very hurt. Might be able to get mana burned here. Not quite in the expansion. It is mining. It's fully mining. Oh my god, 1-0 might lose this game on a scouting error. But he still has a big army here. More production, reinforcements coming from the main base. 64 supply for 1-0. Falls back a little. Wants to have time for the statues to regen, because especially the mana is low on the undead side. But his hero levels are strong. Lich close to 4. DK close to 5. And now we have officially no creeps left on the map. Oh, one archer didn't get the memo. Again, the overlay is bugging at the moment, unfortunately. That's why it's disabled. We had a new update last night on the overlay. And unfortunately, it led to some bugs. So this one's broken at the moment.
The town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
When is it finally scout the expansion? He's got a supply lead. It's like 70 versus 55 or something. And again, a very strong army. One A-bomb again to be able to tank. The fiend count perhaps a little bit low. Okay, here comes a 5th one. That actually helps. Oh, he had detection! The sentry ward's detected! The demon hunter, oh no! Oh, the Naga wasn't in position for the staff! And it didn't use the invuln. That is sad. 1 sentry ward to win the game. Oh, and the bear as well. The rally point still placed. GG! Well, that was a bit sad. ReminD with a decent game. I would say 1-0 for the most part. In control. I would say that Naga second wasn't ideal by him. But other than that, solid game. And certainly the Chinese undead in control largely. ReminD the bottom left. 1-0 in the top. Wait a minute. He's playing a Ted Fiend build. What? What? That is so weird. Nobody plays Ted Fiends against Night Elf. Like, whether it's Keeper or Demon, normally Ted Fiends are always considered worse, because without ghouls early game, you're worse at creeping, and you're worse at being aggressive. It does transition into a stronger late game army, because you have more Fiends, but it's a lot weaker early game. It is the Keeper this time. Wow. I think if... Alright, ReminD, if he scouts this, he could just go for a 1 Archer Expo. 1 Archer Expo, and there's no way that the Undead can cancel it. But not too many Wisps out yet for ReminD. Sending one now. I wonder if 1-0 is just gonna be aggressive then, or creep himself. He can creep level 2, creep this green into this green, but by that time the Keeper is able to clear the natural easily. And of course you don't have enough ghouls to go ghoul simultaneous creeping. I gotta be honest, I feel like this build is way, 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 way worse for Undead in every single way. But 1-0 seems to be of a different opinion. So he got the first Wisp. Oh, he got the Scout Wisp. He killed the Scout Wisp. So ReminD may not even have seen this build. Oh, that's annoying. And I think it's a mistake by ReminD. Just sending the Scout Wisp out so late. Normally you want to arrive in the Undead base before the DK is out. And Montezero wants to go harassing right away. Kind of surprised that he didn't try to steal the Flesh Eater. Ah, he still will try. And seems like he should be successful.
Town is under siege.
With the Tet Fiend build, you can tech very quickly, as you can see here. But he's making more ghouls. So 4 ghouls into Fiends that used to be the old build against Mass Air when we first saw it in the really Imba Keeper days. Important asset right here. With the DK very low HP already. Tier 2 starts for the Night Elf as well, but clear lead in tech for 1-2-0. And ReminD didn't scout the main base well enough. Like I said, if he scouts the expo, he should delay the tech and play a 1-archer expansion. If he scouts the main base, I mean. Scouts the build. More ghouls! What is this build by 1-2-0, dude? So, it's not a Tet Fiend build at all. It just kind of looks like it. Very strange. Very strange indeed. This build has the benefit that the tech is faster for 1-2-0. But of course he was able to do absolutely no creeping in the beginning. Finally level 2 will be acquired. Oh, 1 ghoul dies to the creeps. Whoops. Let's focus on the Acolyte probably. And here comes the Tree of Life finally. Seems a bit late though. But most importantly, the Keeper will now have enough experience to reach level 3. And here come the dangerous Keeper days.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gonna pick up a Telestaff. Oh, it's still on cooldown though. For 30 seconds because 1-2-0 was the first to get it. And we have a fast tier 3 for 1-2-0. Longbow upgrade, Demon Hunter. And we're expecting wins. Keeper Mass Air. The standard nowadays. Especially because the tech is so fast for 1-2-0, this expansion definitely seems quite late indeed. Oh my god, the DK. Missing just a tiny bit of experience for the level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Keeper is looking for an opening. Would love to kill some Acolytes here. But the DK is right around the corner. That's not gonna happen. How's the Demon Hunter gonna creep? That's the most important thing. Normally you want to try to creep the lab with the Ancient of War. Where is the Ancient of War, by the way? It's still here. Oof. Creeping seems pretty tough here for ReminD.
A player's forces are under attack.
DK finally gonna get level 3 here. Demon Hunter is gonna get level 2 from this camp. I feel like I should have gone evasion here. 1 of mana stealing. Definitely not what he wanted. He needs survivability. Keeper this time might finally be able to get some kills under his belt.
Forces are under attack.
Maybe not. The DK is around. Will be saved. Was it only level 1 entangle? So it's level 2 treants. Apparently. It's looking rough for ReminD, I think. Tree of Life finally arrives. Will entangle at long last. Last week we saw a couple of games where 1-2-0 was actually skipping the Orb of Corruption, which was very weird against Kaho in Tet Cup. Not anymore. Alright, here we go.
A player's forces are
Wait,
under
does he have
attack.
Frenzy? I don't think so, right? Oh, big steal. Item goes to ReminD. What was it? Oh, Book of the Dead. That's very bad. Naga third for 120, and here we go. This is an early push. The expansion isn't even mining yet. And that's what we saw earlier. This expansion's so late, I think ReminD can't hold here. Can't hope to hold, can he? 45 supply only, that is not enough. And 120 seems to have this one in the bag. Game 1 was very competitive. Very nicely played by ReminD. I think he just doesn't have that much experience yet with Keeper Mass Air. This seemed very improvised, if you ask me. In we go. Demon Hunter trying his best, but he's only level 1. He is very limited in what he can do. The Rune Bracers were actually very nice. But he's still only level 2. The burn is still very weak. 120 going to retreat for now. And he's on point with the Dispel. Quick reactions on the Destroyer. The web's still active. This should be easy kills. The Hippo Riders, 4 supply each. One goes down. The second might follow. The statue is still here. And ReminD still not mining. This one is donezo. Has 120 lost anything here so far? Oh, he lost a ghoul. At the very least. Yeah, there's no chance. No chance. You need level 3 Demon Hunter. You need high supply with the air units. This was all just a bit too slow. Especially the map makes it very hard to get level 3 Demon reliably here. And that's how it goes. 2-0 for 120. Unfortunately, I can't update it here in the overlay, because the overlay is bugged today. Folks, sorry about that. But you can trust me when I tell you that it is 2-0 for 120. So just for overview, let's take a look at the grid. This is what we have. Focus winning his first game 2-0, and 120 as well winning his first game 2-0. And now we have the winner bracket coming up next. Focus versus 120, which I think is a very entertaining game. We'll be excited to see that one. I can't even go into a break. Oh my god, dude. I can't even... Well, I can go into a break, but the countdown timer is broken. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Sorry for the technical difficulty today, boys. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna send you into a little break. Just like 4 minutes. The timer's broken, unfortunately. But it will be back after the break in 4 minutes with 120 versus Focus. See you in a bit.